Forget about, presidents, prime ministers, all that. 30 plus states went to try to ban refugees. Guess who most of those governors are? Are we going to see, we've seen the rise of the right before, and we're certainly seeing it now in Europe as well. Do you think that we're going to have another tide of these hard-line conservatives coming in these coming congressional elections?
I don't think necessarily. For example, Jeb Bush had the correct response. He's a Republican, but he came out with a moderate response saying that we shouldn't ban refugees and we should do what's right as a world leader. And I think
Jeb Bush is running for national office, though. I mean, badly, but he's running. I'm talking about the ones that have to win the small district elections that have to win. What's that?
I thought we were talking ideologically.
No, but I'm saying it's going to be a lot easier for someone with Donald Trump's stance to win a small county in Alabama and become a congressperson, or even the state of Alabama and become a senator, than it would be for Donald Trump to ever win the general election on the shit he says.
But I think that more than anything boils down to the cultures within those small areas. That's acceptable behavior to say, fuck Muslims, fuck terrorists. That's acceptable behavior, unfortunately, and that's something that everybody can get behind. Yeah, those Muslims, they bombed us in New York, 9/11, let's fuck them. That's okay because they accept that there. But if something like that was maybe in California, you wouldn't see that flying because people there are a little more open-minded, a little more social towards the issues. And until we address, the wounds in America where we have these kind of racist pockets, they're going to exist, and there's nothing we can do, and racist officials will get elected on those platforms because they're appealing to the people.
Peter, we saw the rise of the Tea Party. Not that the Tea Party wasn't xenophobic, but they were largely, the ideology was built on economic issues. Do you think we're going to see, maybe not a neocon, but a hardline wave of these conservatives who just want to bomb everything and everybody come in like we saw the Tea Party a few years ago?
I think so. Good example is, again, these 30-some governors who were saying they don't want Syrian refugees. They know they have no means of keeping them out. They know that what they're talking about is not lawful and, in fact, impossible to do. But they're saying it anyway because it plays to their smaller audience. They don't have to worry about what people in California might think. They're worried about what people in Kentucky think, and they can focus on these issues. Demagoguery is a long American political tradition, and politicians are very, very good at sort of sniffing out people's prejudices. Let's not forget that within our extended lifetimes, you had people running for office in the South who openly used the N-word to describe black citizens who had the right to vote. And who actively campaigned on their skills at preventing African Americans from participating in civic life. That's not something that happened hundreds of years ago. That's something that happened 50 years ago in the United States. And so once you get one of these people who stands up and says, your prejudices and hatreds are valid, he or she really can quickly attract an audience. The whole Fox network is basically built on that theory. And it's a dark side of America. It's a side that I don't like to see, and events like what happened in Paris just bring that thing right up to the forefront.